Hello guys, this is Milo with another collectible review, and it's finally here. I finally got my Hot Toys Berserker Predator. I know I've been waiting for this product for a very long time, and I know you guys have been asking me here when I was going to do this review, so it's finally here. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy this review. Alright guys, here we have the Predator's Berserker Predator box. Nothing to the box really, there's no art on the sleeve itself other than the back. You have an image of Mr. Black, Predator or Prey, Berserker Predator. And it does have a sleeve, just like all Predator boxes. And as you can see, it has a red film. And through that film you see another picture of Mr. Black right here, the Berserker Predator. And just like most Predator boxes, this one you can actually open up and you get a little preview of Berserker Predator. Gives you a little bio, little history of Mr. Black, a picture, and then a preview of the Predator himself. Alright guys, let's go and pull him out. Alright guys, here's what the packaging looks like. And the first thing that I noticed when I pulled him out was it is extremely heavy. I can't remember the last Hot Toys that weighed as much as this one here. I have to check the box. But the weight on this one, wow. Most Hot Toys are extremely light. And this one is the heaviest Predator that I've come across. We'll see if he's that heavy once I pull him out. But here's the packaging. There you see his mandibles. Looking awesome. Can't wait to pull this guy out. Just kind of want to give you an idea what the packaging looks like. Alright, let's go and take him out. Alright guys, here it is out of the box, and first things first guys, this guy, I did weigh him. He weighs about 2 pounds, almost 2 pounds, and the other Predators weigh about 1 pound, so he's almost twice as heavy as any other Predator that has been released. You can feel it as soon as you put him out, he is that heavy. The first thing that I noticed when I pulled him out of the box is his size. Let me address the issue that you've been seeing in the forums and people are complaining about, that yes, he's not as tall as he was advertised. However, he is still the same height, or he's as tall as any Predator that has ever been released by Hot Toys. He is probably the biggest overall out of any Predator ever released. That doesn't bother me, the fact that he's not as tall as he was advertised. However, his girth, his chest, his body size, his legs, this is the most proportioned Predator that has ever been released by Hot Toys. To me, every Hot Toys Predator has ever been released has either been, you know, their body hasn't, you know, they're too slender, they don't look realistic. You look at the first AVP Predators, you know, the frames that they used, they were kind of like toys. You could see all the limbs, all the joints where they had articulation, and their bodies really did not look realistic. What made them look realistic was all their armor, their beautiful paint detail. This is the most realistic body frame that we have seen from Hot Toys. By far the best, amazing. Not only that, guys, the paint job that they did with Berserker is absolutely phenomenal. Unbelievable. So those of you that are complaining about the height, guys, you gotta let that go. The body frame, this, if you love Hot Toys Predators, you're going to love this one. This is the best body build that you're going to see. And not only that, but the quality of this Predator looks amazing. I mean, he's heavy, he feels durable. I mean, it's unbelievable how heavy this guy is. I mean, he looks massive. You feel his size when you pull him out of the box. It looks awesome. Alright guys, before I show you all the details of Berserker Predator, let me show you his accessories. He does come with a plasma cannon that mounts on his left shoulder. Does have full articulation. I'll show you in a little bit. He comes with the famous vertebrae and head skull. This one has a lot better, let me see if I can get better lighting here, lot better paint detail than we first saw with the Predator 2 and the original Predator. And you can actually still see like parts of the body attached to the vertebrae there. Looks a lot better too. Just better quality, better paint detail than the first were released. Looks great. There you have his 3 blades, his huge open mouth mandibles, and his aggressive open palm hands, which I'm going to pose him with those probably. And then his light up mask. Here, let me pull this out. It's kind of dark in here, which looks awesome. And another thing that I wanted to address here before I get into putting on his mandibles and stuff is his head. You know, there's a lot of people complaining that his head is not movie accurate as far as the size, and I agree 100%. It's not big enough. It needs to be a little bit bigger. But let me explain, or I think why Hot Toys did what they did, where the head is not as large as we wanted it to be. You have to remember that Hot Toys needs to make this practical. They need to be able to have a masked and an unmasked version, and that's not easy. Had you created that huge head and then also put a mask on, I don't think that would have worked. I think the mask would have been way too big. It wouldn't have looked right. You have to remember that the suit in the movie, the character that plays Berserker, when he puts his mask on, this entire face is cut off. So it looks cool in the movie, the fact when he has his mask on, but it's not realistic. If he was to have his mask on with that size of his head, his mask would have been like protruding way over here. So it's not realistic. I think what Hot Toys did is gave us what we wanted. We want a masked and unmasked Predator. So you got to sit back, relax, guys. Hot Toys is doing what we want. They're not doing what NECA does. NECA does a masked version and they release an unmasked version. Like this, you get everything that you want in one collectible. And that's why they did that. I mean, I'm happy with it. The head is beautiful. The detail looks like a cobra right there. It looks amazing. I think it looks a lot better with the open mandibles. And as a matter of fact, I think they actually improved the head from the prototype to this one here with the mandibles. And let me show you what I mean. Okay, there we have the mandibles. And Hot Toys actually improved the mandibles from the prototypes. The mandibles in the prototypes were more closed and smaller. They actually made them a lot larger and bigger, kind of like in the movie. Again, they try to keep it practical for us so that we can have a masked Berserker. And to me, it does look good. I mean, that to me, when you look at it from head on, it looks a lot like Berserker. The head's a little small, but other than that, I mean, it looks fantastic. It looks awesome. One of the best paint sculpts that we've seen from Hot Toys. The paint detail is really, really nice. It just looks great. Awesome. Alright guys, we've said all this stuff about his head, but this guy was meant to be displayed with his mask on. Berserker has one of the best Predator helmets, I think, that have been created, at least unique and original. I love that bone trophy on the bottom, and just looks awesome. Fantastic. The only thing, you know, so far I've been praising this guy top to bottom. I love everything about him. The one thing that I don't like is the helmet. I think it's too glossy, too clean of a finish. For me, it doesn't look weathered or beat up enough. It's too, and it's probably hard to tell on the camera. It just the finish is way too clean. Looks like he's never been in a battle or anything like that. That's the only thing I don't like. I know there's some small bumps on there, but it kind of looks like it was painted one too many times over. Not enough little, you know, dimples and scars and things like that. It just looks too clean for me. That's the only thing so far that I just didn't like. Let's look at the dreads. I know there's a lot of people complaining about the dreads. I don't see what the big issue with the dreads are. I think they're pretty long. They're about as long as any Predator's dreads that I've seen, like Elder 2 or even Predator 2, they're about the same length. They go up down here, halfway through his upper body. Those dreads to me are pretty large. I'll put up the original Predator here in a little bit, and you'll be able to see how much longer this guy's dreads are. I like the dreads. I think some people are complaining about the texture maybe, but I like them. I like the look. They look weathered. I love the red tips. I think it looks great. Looks good. Alright guys, here's just a quick height comparison. You've already seen the photos on YouTube or whatever, but I'll tell you what, he's a slightly taller, Berserker is, but the body frame is what really separates him from the other Predators. It's the more realistic body frame. It's more proportional. I've always thought that the Predator bodies have always been too skinny, like skinny legs, and like this guy's, he's way too skinny in my opinion, this guy here. I mean, beautiful Predator, beautiful armor and everything, but I thought he was way too skinny. This body is, I would have loved to see this body on every single Predator ever released. And I think this collectible is going to stand the test of time. I think as the years go on, people are going to appreciate just how nice, this body is, this body frame, the improvement. This really is upgrade 2.0. I mean, it really is. It's been an improvement. Just really good quality. Maybe not as good as articulation, but I think they'll last longer. They'll look better as display collectibles. They look more realistic. Really, real impressive. Alright guys, just a couple of things that I want to point out here before I let you go is the armor is just, I mean, it's awesome. Spectacular, great job by Hot Toys. They did a phenomenal job. Paint detail, the body frame, I mean, everything. This does go up here. Let's see if I can open that up. My kids, I don't know if you can hear them, but they're going crazy over there. And there you see his little onboard computer, which looks really cool. And there it is. And one thing that's really cool about these new blades, they actually feel like metal. And they're really thick and heavy. I mean, they feel like real metal, which looks really cool. Just top to bottom, guys, the quality on this, it really is an improved collectible from years past, from other Predators. Unbelievable. Guys, if you are a Predator fan like I am, I recommend Berserker. Don't let all the people, all the cons, people that don't own it, tell you they're not getting it because they've seen the pictures. Once you see this guy in person, you're going to change your mind. I guarantee it. I highly recommend Hot Toys Berserker Predator. I get Royce tomorrow, so I'll do my review on that. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed my quick review, and stay tuned for more reviews coming soon.